Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm trying out Nail Reserve LA. They sent me some lovely polishes and I cannot wait to do, I guess, what's going to be my last summer nail look today. Here is my inspiration photo and let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm going to be starting with Cutie Pie. It's this beautiful mauve shade, and that's just going to be like my nude shade for today. Hopefully it works out. I just want you to see what she looks like. Ugh, they're like so creamy, and to be honest with you, these polishes remind me so much of Madam Glam. I just ordered some Madam Glam polishes. I'm like waiting for them to come in because they haven't shipped yet, but I really want, I want to do a comparison of these two when I can. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint my two middle fingers and my thumb. Getting stuck on my little backdrop here. My table has, there's no returning. There's no saving it. It's all covered in polish and stuff. So I've been using these little, they're like dental, I don't know what you call these things. When you go to the dentist, they put them like on your chest so you don't like drool all over yourself. I get them on Shein. They're like $1 for like a pack of 25 or something like that. So every time I buy something from there, I just get more of these because I use them now all the time. Look at that coverage. Look at that coverage. That was one coat of this stuff. Amazing. All right, I'm going to do the other three, and then I'm going to start on all these nails. And I've got something special in store for you with those ones. Okay, I don't think I've been this speechless about a gel polish in a while. First of all, it was full coverage in one coat, and I just did like one little thin coat over the top of that just to make sure I got every little crevice and every piece. And oh my god, like this gel polish is so nice. It was so smooth and so creamy and easy to apply, and like I'm just shocked. So not only is it amazing one coat queen, but she's also cruelty free, 9 free, and vegan. Okay sis, let's move on. Now, I'm going to be doing the viral little reverse ombre, and you will have seen that I did a video on this on TikTok using a different product, but I'm going to be using gel polish today. So I think I'm going to do the purple and the mint on this finger, and the purple is Lilac Madness, and this is Happy Birthday. So I just need a little ombre brush, and I'm also going to be using this gel brush as well. So I'm just going to paint it on, and I think there is something stuck on top of there, but basically you just kind of start by deciding what colors you want to do, and then you definitely want to start with like a thin coat. So I'm going to start with the purple, and please don't mind my crusty nails. I used Swipe before I base coated because I had buffed these nails, and oh, that stuff just dries your skin out so bad. It's very good for cleansing and dehydrating, but holy moly, it will look like you haven't drank in months. Drank water, that is, not alcohol. And next I have the mint. I want to get enough color on there, but I don't want, hold on, I need to shake this bottle up. Okay, there we go. This one is not as full coverage as the other guys, which I'm a little worried about because this purple might eat her up, but we'll see. I think that I can get it there. I just don't want to make it too thick on the first coat. So, come on, honey. Okay, then I'm going to take this little ombre brush here, and I just kind of like mix them in the middle a little bit, so like this. And this coat does not have to be perfect. I'm going to do another coat of the same direction, and then you just start like mixing the colors going down. Alright, that looks okay to me. So I'm just gonna grab some base coat on my gel brush here, kind of coat it. Sometimes it can help blend things together. So just wanna get him nice and coated. And then I just wipe it off over here. And then I'm just gonna go in and blend just a teensy bit more, but with this brush. I kind of like this one a little bit better than the ombre brush for this look. Just seems to work a little better. I'm not sure why, but it does. All right, so I'm gonna let this settle and then I'm gonna cure it, and I'm gonna do one more coat with the colors going in this direction, and then I'll flip them and blend them again, but I'll show you that on camera. Okay, so as you can see, it looks a lot more blended with the second coat. So now there is a gnat in here and it's driving me crazy. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to draw my French line, and I'm gonna do the opposite colors on each side. So I just have them laid out here on a palette. You could do it with the brushes, it's totally up to you. I just don't think it's really necessary to do all that. So I draw my half over here. And then down. And I'll just go ahead and fill that in. So okay. And then we do the other side, again using the opposite color. And don't worry, I will buff and refine this shape because she's looking a little thick. And then I'm just gonna kind of like smudge them together with the liner brush. I'm gonna take some blue and do the same. And then I use this guy right here, and I'm gonna put some purple on one end of the brush and some blue on the other. That, and then I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna blend them together. Sometimes you need to get a little bit of like polish off your brush because it can be a bit like thick down here. I'm just trying to blend them. I feel like this blue is not the same consistency as the purple, so it's kind of hard to blend them together. I'm not gonna lie, because the blue just kind of like gets swallowed by the purple, but we'll do our best. I will do our best. Kind of helps if you just float these colors together. Don't like worry too much. And then you can always use your liner brush to kind of just fix the blend, which that's exactly what I'm gonna do. All right, I think that worked. Definitely worked. And then I'm just gonna go like up and down and kind of like get some more of that blue moved into the purple. Okay, I think it looks pretty darn good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. I don't think it looks too bad now. When you top coat it, just trust it makes everything look better. I'm gonna kind of clean up the edges and just refine everything, but she looks pretty good. It is kind of like, it's hard to, like some colors like don't go that great together. That's just the way it is. So unfortunately, I chose the wrong colors to kind of blend, and I'm just gonna get some of this excess like polish off the sides because she's looking a little bulky over there. But other than that, it looks okay. Okay, now for the pinky, I'm going to do pink and purple. So I think I'm gonna do purple on the outside, like a thin coat here. So pink over here, purple over here. Oh, so hard to get close to that pinky. Just want like a lead, like, there we go. Boop, that's a lot of paint. A polish. I don't know why I keep calling it paint lately. Polish, it's a lot of polish. The pink is definitely like more of a one coat kind of gal too. Oh my gosh, let me clean that up because that was awful. I can't believe I just did that. Ugh, gross. Okay, now again, I'm kind of just gonna take my liner brush to just sort of smudge them together. Like just kind of get it working, you know, get it going real quick. And then I'm gonna do the same thing that I did on the other finger. Look how great that blended. That was like 2 seconds and it's blended. So let me clean this up. Again, I'm gonna do the second coat and then I will show you the French part, the French detail. Okay, as you can see, these two colors blended like a dream. So now we're going to do the French part. I'm a little upset about the index finger because it doesn't look like quite as nice as this. But I'm going to go ahead and do the French part again, but I'm going to kind of do it a little differently where I bring the colors up a little farther this time, and I'm just going to scoop them off my palette and put them right on the nail, and I kind of just bring them like about halfway up the nail. And then I sort of bring up that French line. Like I'll just drag it back so it's, you know, where it needs to be. You can always draw it on after, but I kind of like to do it this way first. Oh shoot, I'm putting them on the wrong side. Ah, idiot. Purple's supposed to go over there. So, you dummy. And just clean that off really quickly and pick up some purple. Again, I'm just gonna kind of put it about halfway up the nail. I think these colors were just very similar in tonality. Also, just the type of nail polish. They were definitely more opaque, the two of them. So, you know, like one color didn't swallow the other, which is what happened with the index finger. And then I'm gonna grab the rest of the pink and just plop that on there. And then I just start to blend. And when I'm blending, I'm putting very little pressure on the brush. It's just kind of like seamlessly like blending the colors together, and as the polish gets pushed to the side of my brush, I flip my brush over and I just continue to do that until I'm happy with the way that it looks. And to be honest, with these two colors, it happens really quickly. Like I'm already done. I'm just going to do like maybe one more little swipe, but that is pretty much it. The blend looks amazing, and then I'm going to start to clean off the area and create my French shape. So I just dip into a little bit of alcohol, which I'll bring over here so you don't have to look at my arm hairs. I dip it in the alcohol, and then I just kind of like dry my brush off a bit on this cloth, and then I go in and I just scoop, and then I just keep scooping until I'm happy with the shape. So that is what I'm gonna do. Focus, please. Focus. Okay. So I just scoopity doop, and I just keep scooping. I know this is gonna be rather far down, and you can always fix your smile line, so don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I like kind of like a deep, low smile line. So, all right, I'm just gonna clean up a little bit more, and then I will move on to the other nails, which are the cute little leopard print. Okay guys, so here we are about to finish this look off, and I did the little French design from the inspo look, and I put a little twist on it by just kind of making it matte and shiny, as you can see, and then I just did like the bronzy line down the middle. So that is what I'm going to do for these other two fingers. And so for this one, I'm going to do purple on this hand, and for this I'm going to have the French going this way. So let me just get my polish out, and then I also have the palette down so that I can just, you know, just help clean up any lines or anything like that. So get started. So you just start this side with your solid color, and you know, you want to try to make it as center as much, like as center as best. I don't know why I said much, that's not even proper English. And then you can just use like your liner brush or your gel brush to kind of get really close to that cuticle. I ended up taking off the solid, what was the shade called? Cutie Pie. I ended up mixing it with some pink and some top coat because I just felt like it was a little too like gray for the look. I love mauve shades, but it just didn't go with the other colors. So I ended up sort of fixing that, and now I think it just works a lot better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sort of do like the details of all this and kind of, you know, just clean everything up on the edges with the liner brush, just making sure that it's brought all the way to the other side, because there's nothing worse than when I take pictures and I see the side of the nail is not covered with like polish. It just looks awful. So I have done that a few times and I hate it. Now I just want to check to make sure this is in the middle, which it is. I always have to clean this line up anyways, but I try to get it as straight as I can right off the bat. And then I'm gonna make my French, and I'm trying to think. I did a pretty low French here. I would say about here, maybe a bit higher, but I like that. It probably it matches about where the ombres are. So I think I'm gonna go just a touch Yeah, I'd say about to there. I'm just matching it to the ombre because otherwise, I don't know, I feel like it would look weird. Okay, then I'm just going to take my liner brush and create my smile line. Nice and easy. And then I'll just fill it in with the brush. And I want to get quite a bit of polish off because I don't want this to be like super thick. This purple, I mean, is completely opaque. Like the only one that's not completely opaque is the blue, but if you work with it a little bit, it's not so bad, you know. Just make sure everything's nice and center and the smile line looks the way that I want it to. Kind of want to just bring it like slightly rounded a bit more over here. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So I don't even know, like I don't even think I'm gonna need a second coat for this, to be honest with you. It's completely opaque. I mean, it would be more of a principle to do a second coat, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. It looks great to me. So I am just gonna clean up any edges and cure it, and then I'll show you how I do the gold line. Sorry, there's a hair. Okay, so I did one very thin second coat just using the gel brush and the purple that was on my little palette here. And then I'm gonna load up my brush with Moonlight Glow, and I am just gonna go to town and draw a little line right down the middle. It's okay, you don't have to be like perfect at this point because honestly, it's not even gonna show up. So don't worry about it. I did about 2 coats of this, just this line itself, because it takes a little bit more to show up, especially on these colors that are down here. So this mauve shade is like kind of hard to cover up, not gonna lie. And so is the purple. It's so hard because I can't see right now because the light is hitting right where I'm drawing the line. Okay, give me 1 sec. Let me just flip this finger over. There we go. Now I can see and you can see, hopefully. Right? All right. And again, I'm just gonna clean it up to make sure it's nice and straight. And then I'm gonna do 2 coats of that. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Ugh, they're just absolutely stunning. And I'm obsessed with this little like accent nail, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I almost like it more than this like stupid viral trend that's been going on. No, I do love the reverse ombre. I think that I like my pinky better than my index finger. I mean, it's still pretty, but I don't know. It's just she's looking a little thicker than the rest of the nails. It's a little annoying for me, but I like it. I like it all. It doesn't matter. I think they're all pretty. I think these polishes are stunning. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever been speechless about a polish before. They are the most full coverage gel polishes I have ever used, and they're super, super easy to work with. Go ahead and check them out and be sure and use my discount code to save yourself some money. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on screen now. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell notification button so you never miss a mani with me. Bye guys!